Like Ozzy Osbourne and Bobby Brown, our first guest tonight is a famous reality show dad, but unlike them, he knows what day it is and can lift a truck over his head. He is the greatest name in the history of wrestling and the star of Hogan Knows Best, Sunday nights at 9:30 on VH1. Please prepare to go wild, Hulkamaniacs, for Hulk Hogan.
Brother, we got the good guys, Hulk Hogan, and the bad guy, Hulk Hogan, up there. Yeah. Brother, I got to thank you last time for the hookup. Last time we were here, remember Richard, the little muscular kid? The 13-year-old?
Little Hercules.
Yeah. After we met here, he called me about 2 weeks later to be his father in a movie, Little Hercules in 3D, so I was Zeus, the god of Mount Olympus.
Is that right?
So
wow.
thanks for the hookup,
hey,
man.
no problem. I'm sure.
Yeah.
They're lucky to have you.
It was fun.
Zeus is a good role for you to play.
Yeah, it was great. I felt like ZZ Top. They put a long gray wig on me and a beard. I looked like I was in the band.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Your show did phenomenally last season, and now you're back for a second season of Hogan.
Yeah. It was crazy because it was like the highest rated reality show VH1 ever had. So last night was the new season, the second season, but it's on every Sunday night at 9:30. So
yeah, it just started last night was the premiere of the show, and your whole family is on it. And this is your real family. Well, they're your real family, and they're your TV family. It's you and your son and your daughter. And as a matter of fact, the family is here right now. Your wife is here, Nick and Brooke.
Yeah, Nick, Brooke, and Linda right there.
And how have things changed since last year, since the first season, now that everyone in the family is famous?
Well, there's no privacy, number one.
Perfect.
But we love doing the show because we made friends with the production crew, which is a bad thing because you drink beer with them and go to the beach with them, and then you really forget the cameras are there.
And do they screw you then afterwards? When I mean, like, you go like, oh, no, I don't want that on there.
Well, they you know, they're a little tricky. You know, they do get a little extra footage we don't expect, but it's good. But things have changed because Brooke finally signed a record deal with Scott Storch and Cecil Barker.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah. And Nick, on April the 8th, Mopar Dodge is making an announcement that Nick is only 15 years old. He's going to be the youngest pro driver ever driving a Viper.
Nick shouldn't be allowed to drive in the first place. He's only 15 years old.
Yeah, and Linda, 22 years of marriage, and I love her more today than ever.
Really? Is that
true? You know why?
How about that?
She's sexy.
Because she's sexy?
Yeah.
And Linda, do you love the Hulk as much as you did that first day?
Let me think about that for a minute. No, I'm just kidding. I love him.
You're very protective of your daughter,
yes.
Brooke. Some might say too protective of your daughter. In fact, we have a clip of the program in which you're actually using surveillance on her now.
Uh-oh.
Which seems like let's show the clip. It's from Hogan Knows Best.
We're about a half a mile offshore. There's some type of a semblance. There's a bunch of guys out in front of my beach house.
How many frickin' guys are there?
He's over there. How you do it like that, go here, shake.
You listen, tell me what they're saying.
They're rapping. Or should I like big butts? I don't know.
What do you mean I like big butts?
I don't know. You know that song, I like big butts, but I just can't find.
They playing that crap? Using my towels. Using my favorite towel. Look at that. I'm gonna go out there and whip his ass.
You can't let him use the towel. You're listening in the phone conversations. You're spying. Are you afraid that this is going to make Brooke even more inclined to do something that you won't approve of?
I don't think so. I think, you know, my kids, you know, are such good human beings. They're going to make the right choices. But I just think back when I was 16, 17, or 18, all we thought about was the booty call, you know?
Right.
So it's kind of like, I'm very overprotective of Brooke, maybe to a fault, but I think she's cool with it because there's a lot of weird stuff that's happening, you know, and a lot of guys that now that she's doing music kind of come on to her. And I'm kind of there to protect her. But Nick,
lucky her.
Yeah, he's got free reign, man. He's rolling.
Nick can do whatever he wants. That's not fair, though, is it? I mean, I mean, I understand that, and believe me, I will do the same thing. But it is an unfair thing, and you got to be careful because she could bolt as soon as she turns 18, and then everyone will be in trouble. You'll be following her around the world. It'll be nothing but trouble.
Well, I don't have a job anymore, so I could wrestle all the guys that go after
All right.
me, you know, so.
Yeah. They should watch what they do because you are the Hulk, for God's sake.
Oh, my gosh.
Last time you were here, you told me, off the air, you told me a great story about Andre the Giant.
Right. Oh, we can't tell that story.
No, it's far too disgusting, but...
Oh, my God.
Give us an Andre story, because I'm fascinated by the fact that you guys are like pals.
A clean one?
Yeah, a clean one,
okay.
If you could, relatively clean.
Well, he used to beat me up for about 10 years when he didn't like me, but then I kind of won him over. And when he'd come through Tampa, where we lived for a long time, he'd call me and say, I'm going to be in town for a day or two. But this one time he called me and he said, I've got 1 hour, boss, only 1 hour to change planes. So I was at the gate, and before security, I was at the gate. We got off, we went to the Delta Crown Room, and in 1 hour, he drank 108 12-ounce beers.
Is that?
Yeah, I swear.
Yeah. 108.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, that's almost 2 beers a minute you're talking about.
It's a lot of beers.
Wow. How many did you drink alongside him?
Not that many.
Not that many?
No.
That is unbelievable. That's
yeah,
really
he could
something.
drink. He
And
definitely
is it
could
true
drink.
that it was between you and George Foreman for the George Foreman grill that went on to sell like $100
oh my God,
zillion
dollars
or something like that?
Oh, you're killing me. Well, hopefully it'll be a full circle poetic justice, because I went to get the kids early from school. When I got back, there was an answer machine that said, hey, Hulk, I just called about a grill and a blender. And so I called Sam Perlmutter back, and I said, Sam, what's up with the grill and the blender? Well, you weren't home, Hulk, so I called George. So George took the grill, and $400 million later, you know, the Foreman grill, and I got the little blender that didn't even work.
Oh, no.
So we just did Hulk Hogan's Ultimate Grill, so get ready, guys.
Oh, you now have your own grill coming out.
Because the company Astra told me about the marketplace, and they did like $400 million last year with no celebrity worldwide.
Wow.
So I'm in the grill business.
Yeah, but the bad news is, I understand, and I don't want to start any trouble, but Foreman's got a blender coming out, and you could be in trouble.
Whoa!
Yeah. Well, congratulations on everything, and you have a great family, and I hope you don't get turned crazy like the Osborne family, right?
No, we run a tight ship.
You run a very, very tight ship, yes. An extremely tight ship. All right, the Hogan family. Hulk Hogan. Hogan knows best.